Guys, said it like TJ. Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, the largest crypto channel in all the interwebs. My name is Ben. Every day on this channel, for over 3 years, every day on this channel for over 3 years, I come to you telling you how to make money in cryptocurrency.
In crypto
assets. In crypto assets, of course. Used to be cryptocurrency, but now it's crypto assets. If you like money in crypto, make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Guys, we have got something big bubbling up right here at BitBoy Crypto. Guys, we are at 990,000 subscribers. By the time we come on air tomorrow, we will be the first crypto channel in history. And no, I'm not talking about where I used to show people how to do push-ups and now I'm telling them Bitcoin. The first exclusively cryptocurrency channel in the history of YouTube to hit 1 million subscribers tomorrow. Tomorrow, we are going to have the biggest extravaganza you have ever seen. We got Ian Bellina from Token Ventures is going to be here tomorrow. Wow. Of course. He's going to be here touring the studio. Maybe he can come during the live stream. And guys, we are going to be giving away on the live stream tomorrow a full Bitcoin, 5 Ethereum, and 4,000 Cardano. And who knows, I may give away TJ.
Oh boy.
I may give him away. Guys, sipping a cookies and cream milkshake from Chick-fil-A right now.
It's a good day.
No shame in my game today, baby. No shame. Unlike Mr. Elon Musk, Mr. Shameful himself, dumping the price. He's trying to ruin my party. Somebody said, sent Stack Sats t-shirts. Hope they fit. Well, that's good. NerdGen, thank you for that. We certainly appreciate anytime anybody wants to send us anything. By the way, you can go to bitboycrypto.com, click the About page, and you can see our P.O. Box. I don't know, will we keep stuff at the P.O. Box when we get to the new building?
Yeah. Well, we might transition at some point.
It's right down the street.
Yeah.
The P.O. Box would be fine. We're going to be on a major highway here in Cobb County in Georgia. Super excited about the new building. But guys, I just want to say, from the bottom of my heart, because tomorrow, I don't know what tomorrow is going to look like, but I appreciate all of you. I mean, we have done this together. We've gone from being a channel that nobody cared about. Nobody watched this channel. People laughed at me. They said, why do you even keep doing this? And now we have the #1 community in all of cryptocurrency. We're going to have we do have the #1 crypto channel in all of crypto. We got the largest TikTok account in crypto. We probably got one of the top 10 accounts on Twitter. We definitely have one of the top, I think, probably 5 accounts on Instagram. We won't stop till we're #1 in everything, though. So you guys know that. Why? For you. We do this for you. We do this so you can make money. People all the time tell me how much money they made in crypto. Yes, yesterday was rough, but let's keep this into perspective. Even though Elon Musk single-handedly dumped the price of Bitcoin to the largest correction we've actually had in this bull run, where we plunged down to numbers below 47,000 on a wick that I thought we would never see before. If you guys noticed, that 47,000 held. Even though it wicked underneath, it never bodied below 47. So now we are back over 50. So somebody said Kal-El. Is that Superman?
What?
Kal-El in that Superman? Yeah. So it's Superman Avello there. How is the gym going? Look at all them gains. Yeah, we're getting swole around here. Okay, we're getting swole. Okay, it's no big deal. I mean, we're starting FitBoy Fitness.
You gonna tell him what you squatted yesterday?
405.
Not bad, not bad. Shelby making us bust out the belts.
Yeah, busting out the belt on that 405. So it's pretty good. Yeah, so we're crushing the gains. He says, what are you saying? Like 2 or 3 months, I'll be benching 300.
That's what he says.
I think I'd be benching 300 in a month.
I think so too. Yeah.
But yeah, we're really trying to get swole. And why do I like getting in good shape? Is it because I like to look good? No, it's strictly so people won't call me fat in the chat. That's it, 100%. 100%. So we're actually, one thing that's cool, we're doing a theta drop. A drop with Theta. It got pushed back to June. So it's not, I mean, it's just on them, on Theta. We're not saying anything bad about Theta, but, obviously whenever we do things, we bring a lot of traffic because you guys are the mother chucking best, and y'all know that. So we'll crash the Theta site when these get released. But one of these NFTs is my face animated with all of the hate comments that people send, the worst ones that people send about me. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to monetize your hate. That's right. That's what we do on this channel. So, all right. So yesterday's call on B Pro was awesome. Thanks. Yeah, definitely. Told you guys some big stuff was coming from B Pro, so that was good. A lot of good stuff going on. And guys, what about, we talk about how great this community is, and it really is. Like, that's not fluff. We don't just say that. Let's think about what happened yesterday on the stream. We were covering the Bitcoin chart, and what happened? I was looking at the hour chart. The hour chart looked really bullish. I was like, wow, our chart looks good. I think we're going to go back over 60K. Then what happened? Someone paid money in the super chat to say, whoa, hold on, check. There's a blood diamond on the 4 hour. I was getting ready to go along on Bitcoin, and we pulled up the chart, and we saw the blood diamond, and let's just see how that thing worked out. Look at that. Wow. Look at that. Look at that freaking correction. How big was that correction yesterday from the blood diamond? 20%.
Jeez.
So we know the guy, I can't remember the guy's name that sent that super chat, but the point is that super chat saved the BitSquad so much money. Now, I'm sure some people may have tried to catch a bottom at some point and maybe still got wicked out or liquidated or whatever, but that's the kind of community we have. We help each other out. I'm not perfect. I miss that. And you know what? Before the end of the stream, a minute later, pretty much, after I said going long was a good idea, what happened? We saved people money by showing what's going on in Market Cypher. Once again, Market Cypher, the undefeated champ of indicators. No question about it. So, all right, guys, let's get started. Let's get into this. We're going to scold Elon today. We're going to talk about the charts. 990,000 subscribers.
Insane.
And guys, it looks like maybe by midnight tonight we're going to hit this. So, y'all get on your CB radio and tell your friends. Or your frenemies. Okay, guys, and as always, don't forget to follow us on Twitter. We're at 335K now, just absolutely exploding over here. Make sure to check us out there. Make sure to check us out on TikTok and everything like that. Let's jump into the markets. Let's go ahead and see what's going on. We are going to look at the Cardano chart here at the end of Market Watch. I know you guys were looking for that. So right now, the overall market cap coming in at $2.25 trillion. Yesterday, when we looked at it, was an all-time high. We lost basically $300 billion yesterday alone.
Wow.
That's pretty impressive. That's a lot of billies. What is the count on this today? How many people watching?
We have about 16,500, about 3,300 likes.
Guys, I have a big apology to make to you guys. In the middle of sipping my cookies and cream. Y'all will never see me sip a milkshake on this set again, but I'm so happy today.
This is a one-of-one moment, huh?
Mm-hmm. I'm an emotional eater. I eat when I'm depressed, and I eat when I'm happy.
And today's a happy day.
I also eat when I'm hungry, and I don't stop when I'm full. Guys, today is unbelievable. So, yeah, of course, everyone is eligible. Yeah, all you had to do is go enter the contest. So you can get to the contest. If you haven't had a chance to enter the contest, you guys go to Twitter, and this is just the link. So there are the links also in the video description down below. You guys can find it there. So, yeah, it's not just for people on Twitter. So.
And then there's a bunch of actions that put you
a bunch
in
of
the
ways to
contest.
enter.
Yeah.
So many ways to enter. But the truth is, it's kind of like the lottery. Like, if you just enter once, you're in the game.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the way it is. But I wanted to apologize to you guys about yesterday. I said, if we got to 10,000 likes, it'd be great. And we got to 10,000 likes, and we didn't acknowledge it. I didn't know. I didn't know we hit it. Did you know we hit it live?
I don't remember.
We were having some tech issues at the end of the show yesterday. So that kind of got us a little off kilter. But I want to say thank you guys. First time we ever had over 10,000 likes. Let's see if we can top it today. I mean, let's see if we can get 10,100 today. Let's just go up a little bit. And how good was Justin on Around the Blockchain yesterday?
Yeah, he killed
hosting
it.
the show.
He did a great job.
So, yeah, you guys are going to see Eastern Standard Time today. Interview with Carl from the Moon. He's got some very alarming stuff to say about Bitcoin you're definitely going to want to hear. But I don't think it's that bad. But let's see what's going on. Bitcoin dominance, look at that. 41.7%.
Wow.
Inching down to the 30s. That is going to be unbelievable. Look at the volume.
Yeah.
$334 billion in volume. Absolutely phenomenal. So look at the biggest gainers of the day. Biggest gainers of the day, 56%. Nano. Hey, what did I tell you guys? What did I tell you guys just, what was it, a week and a half ago we did that video?
Yep.
Where I said watch Nano, and boom, there you go. You get rewarded. Kusama pumping. We talked about Kusama and Polkadot, how they tend to move together. So maybe Polkadot's got a big move coming. Cardano up 13%. All-time high right now.
Yep.
Look at that. All-time high for Cardano. Let's check out the chart here for Cardano itself. Why am I going through all this fancy stuff? Let me just click this. Cardano, it's literally at all-time high right now. Guys, why is Cardano at all-time high? Anybody got any guesses? And I will tell you this. I can't reveal too much right now. I can't reveal a lot. But this is what I'll say. Load up on Cardano. Not financial advice. Telling you what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Load up on Cardano if you don't have. Now, it's at all-time high right now, so that's maybe you want to wait for a slight pullback. But Cardano, guys, I can't tell you what I'm doing right now. But there's something coming that could be so massive and so big, I can't even state it into words. So you guys are definitely going to want to pay attention to Cardano over the next several weeks, the next month. You're going to want to pay attention. Right now, it's at $1.93 on the Bittrex chart here. What is it on the Coinbase chart, I wonder? Let's see. It's usually a little higher
210
there.
on Coinbase, somebody said in the chat.
210?
That's what somebody said.
Let's check it. Woo! We broke $2, baby.
That's nuts.
Broke $2. Look at that. Cardano has broken $2. Congratulations, Cardano. I support you. Now, guys, what blockchain do you guys think could be getting a huge amount of attention when we're comparing it to proof of work protocols? When we're comparing Cardano to Bitcoin or Ethereum, which Ethereum right now is still proof of work, and all of the environmental hippie snowflake rage, as I like to call it, what kind of benefit do you think these other chains could get? I mean, if everybody's saying Ethereum's bad for the environment, because they do. In the most liberal parts of the United States, they say Ethereum is bad for the environment, terrible for the environment, okay? Bitcoin, obviously, a lot of people say that. We're going to actually debunk that next week in a video, so pay attention to that coming Monday or Tuesday. But that's a different issue. The thing is, it doesn't matter what reality is. It matters what people think, right? Perception is reality. The perception right now is that Bitcoin is bad for the environment. The perception is Ethereum, not as bad as Bitcoin, but also bad for the environment. Right now, until they switch to E2.0. Where does that leave Cardano?
Yep.
And actually, if we were to go to Twitter and we were to check the Cardano Foundation here, and you guys will see. So Elon Musk, how about we get your people to talk to our people? Wonder where they got this idea from. Cardano and Tesla, an obvious match. They put this graphic out showing that both founded by engineers, both scalable, unique solutions, and sustainability.
Why wouldn't they line those up?
I have no idea.
Like
I was wondering that as well.
That's a really strange way to display that.
It was, because at first I was like this. I was like, oh, well, let me tell you my thought process when I was reading this. I said, founded by engineers. Oh, this says scalability over here. Okay. This says sustainability. Wait, it says sustainability over here. Unique solution. But why does it not say founded by engineers?
Yeah.
And then I got to the bottom. I was like, oh, I
There
see
it
they
is.
just reversed it.
Yeah.
So I guess they reverse engineered it.
There you
I
go.
guess you could say.
There you go.
So we are going to be talking more about the Elon Musk, the Tesla stuff. Obviously, very disappointed. I'm just to the point where I just don't know what goes through Elon Musk's head. It's kind of like, I don't know, somebody that's like so good at a game that nobody can possibly get on their level, so they just like start creating new ways to have fun with the game.
Yeah. They're like playing games by themselves. Yeah. They're in their own little world.
And that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
You ever do that? You ever get in trouble? I don't know how many guys were bad kids like I was, but I would get into trouble, and my teacher would always move my desk into the corner. Thank you, Miss Smithyman. And Miss Cook. Thank you, all you teachers out there that moved me to the corner of the room with nobody there. That's how I learned how to talk so well to myself. Still doing it. Basically, that's what. Look, I have my own desk back here in the back of the room.
So they taught
I'm reliving my childhood. I didn't even realize it.
They taught you how to talk when no one was listening until somebody finally started listening.
Exactly. You guys made me who I am today. Thank you. But the fact is that I would get in trouble when I have to sit in the corner of the room by myself for talking too much or disrespect, whatever it was, And I would have to come up with ways to like entertain myself. Like I'd play put a little piece of paper and use 2 pencils and play hockey, back and forth against myself. And, you develop like crazy stuff in your head, I feel like that's Elon Musk. He's playing a different playing field than the rest of us. And he's just having fun with this. I don't believe Elon Musk owns Dogecoin. I don't think he owns Dogecoin. I think he doesn't have as much Bitcoin as you would think that he does. Obviously, we know how much Tesla has. SpaceX probably has some. But I don't think he's manipulating this for money. I don't think so. I think he's manipulating it because he's just bored.
For entertainment purposes.
It's all entertainment for him.
I think so too.
He's got all the money in the world. Wow. You think he cares about passing Jeff Bezos if he's number 2?
No, not at all.
Shout out to Chick-fil-A on Cobb Parkway. Thank you for this.
Cookies and cream?
Cookies and cream. Now, I say shout out to them. J-Chains went up there and sat in line and got it. I mean, they didn't send me this or anything. We just like normal people went through the drive-through line.
Shout out to J-Chains then.
Shout out to J-Chains then. Yeah. Thank you, J-Chains. Okay, let's get into the Bitcoin chart here. See what's going on. We are hovering around $50,000. Now, you guys know, right? Like, I talked a lot about the fact that I did not believe that Bitcoin would ever go below $47,000 again. And we gloated about this earlier this week. And what you'll see is it did go below that right there. But that was on a flash wick. And also, you can't really put into words what the manipulation powers of someone like Elon Musk is. Okay? Now, if we were to really, this is on the 4-hour chart. Let's click on the daily chart here. And I guess we would have to go probably all the way down to, that would be really interesting for us to see how low we would have to go to find a chart that closed below 47. Let's see, actually. Got to go to the 5-minute chart, I bet. Yeah, you have to go all the way down to the 5-minute chart on Bybit to find a candle that closed below 47,000.
Which means...
It's just a wick. It's a flash crash.
Well, I mean, it means that it was only under there for less than 5 minutes, for those who don't for the new...
Well, somewhere between 5 and 15 minutes.
Right.
But I think it was about 5 minutes. I think if we went custom here and we put in minutes, let's see. Oh, there it is. Let's do I bet if we did 8 minutes, I bet it did not close below it. Yep, look at that. I was right. So somewhere between 5 and 8 minutes, probably about 6 or 7 minutes is how long it was down below where we actually got it closed. And in reality, that's not true because it doesn't have to be the entire length, right? It just needs to close at the end of that.
True.
So in reality, I think it was only under 47 for about a minute.
Yeah.
I really believe that. So anyways, the long and the short of it is this. We didn't think we were going to go below $47,000 again, and we did. Now, we've actually, changed things a little bit because now we have to start wondering what is the cumulative effect of now that we're at lower price points. Because now if we got super negative news, we probably could go down below.
There he is. J.R. Proctors.
J.R. Proctors. Thank you for that. Glad to help the BitSquad. The blood diamond was nasty. It certainly was, man. So shout out to you. Now let's look at the one thing I want to show you guys here. Now, of course, if you want to trade, I know yesterday was kind of dangerous. Okay. Now, if you had shorted that blood diamond, you crushed it. I don't short. It's not good PR for me to come on and short Bitcoin. And plus, I win more when I long in a bull market. So I don't short in a bull market. You're certainly, it's your right to do that if that's what you want to do. If you want to sign up for Bybit, you guys can, of course, head on over to bitboycrypto.com/deals. I didn't have it pulled up. I'm going to pull that up. bitboycrypto.com/deals. Don't forget, we do have a merch store also. You guys can get that at the top of the page. We are going to be redoing the site a little bit here coming up pretty soon. But you guys can sign up for Bybit, $1,610 deposit bonus, biggest deposit bonus they've ever done. You can also sign up for Femex, and you don't need a VPN. They're actually doing a $2,000 deposit bonus right now. It doesn't say it right here, but they are. You click here, go to the site, you'll see a $2,000 bonus at the top. And you also they doubled my bonus to $200. So you can get $2,200 deposit bonus by going on Femex if that's a place you want to trade. So you can do either one of those and get Market Cipher. I mean, do I really have to shill Market Cipher to you guys today? Like after you saw yesterday? I mean, I shouldn't have to say anything about it. You should get it.
And there's some questions in the chat about what the blood diamond means.
Okay, so if we go back here and we look, okay, it was on the 4-hour chart. So you guys will see, like, this is on the daily chart right here. Like, you guys will see these little bitty diamonds right here, right here. They're little bitty diamonds, okay? But a blood diamond is a large, large diamond. See how much larger that is? You can actually see it. And when that diamond there aligns with a small X underneath it, you can kind of, you know, I know it's a small screen, but there's an X under the diamond. That's the blood diamond. The blood diamond combined with the X underneath is extremely bad. Every time we've seen it, we've got big dumps. So that's why when I saw it yesterday, I've learned, like, when you see a blood diamond, do not go long, period. Wait and find a good entry. Now, for full transparency, I still got wrecked yesterday. So I was going off this information we had that 52,000 was the bottom. And so it went down to 51,500, and I said, I'm in. And then I got friggin' wicked out hard. I never thought it'd go below 50. And it went all the way down to 45.5, obviously. Now, if you cut along at 45 or at 47, you're crushing it right now. But the point is that I was trying to catch a bottom. Once again, we could not account for what Elon Musk did yesterday, right? If you actually look at the chart and the moment that he tweeted, we were right at the bottom at 52,000 when he tweeted that. Is that not suspect?
There was a lot of things that were weird yesterday.
A lot of stuff. And we'll talk a little bit more about it in a minute. But, yeah, so that's what the blood diamond is. Now, on the 4-hour chart, we literally just got a large green dot. So let's see what happened the last time we got a large green dot. Now, this one did not play out that great. This one did not play out great. Sometimes we see a double pattern where you get two of them close together. And when you get the two together, you almost always will see a big pump right after that. Now, here's this large green dot. You can see a huge run up. And this is going back all the way to March. Here, you see another one where we ended up having a dump first and then the pump. So be careful. It doesn't mean 100% it's about to go up, but it means we're probably heading back in the right direction. He said, don't feel bad. I tried to catch a falling knife too. Like, I mean, guys, what can you do? Sometimes you just lose. You know, sometimes you'll lose. It is what it is. Guys, leverage trading, somebody asked me about this yesterday. They said, I'm really looking to, like make some money, and I wanted maybe try leverage trading, newer guy to crypto. And I said, listen, really leverage trading is not as much about how new you are. It's really more about what size of your portfolio can you allocate to it, that if you get wrecked, you won't be crushed, because it's hard to start leverage trading with a couple $100. The fees will eat you up. You really have to have where you got like $5,000 or $10,000 disposable, totally disposable. If you lose it, it is what it is. That's really what you need. If you don't have that, then it's going to be hard. And a lot of people will say like paper trade. I don't suggest paper trading. Paper trading is the dumbest thing I ever heard. Do you know what paper trading is, TJ?
Like, is that like sandbox trading, I assume? Like, you know, basically it's a simulation, you're practicing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrible idea. You will never, listen to me. You will never behave the same way with fake money that you behave with real money.
Yeah, that's
Ever.
true.
It's not a thing. That's like when I go to the WSOP and I play a poker tournament, I guarantee you I'm playing much different than if I'm playing at home with my kids with chips that have no value to them. Like, it's impossible to play the same way. In my mind, I could never do it. So I think it has to do with, like, are you ready to make the plunge? And you ready to try it? You guys seen, like, you get a couple good run-ups and you can make a ton of money, but you guys know you can also lose. So I definitely, if you're brand new to crypto, don't look at leverage trading as like, this is a way where I can make a bunch of money. If you want to take it slow, take a part of your portfolio, learn how on the smaller time, or on the, with not as much money, like you don't want to put $10,000 in one trade your first time, right? But you want a significant enough amount of money to where you actually get a feel for caring about the money. So that's my opinion on it. Leverage trading is not for everyone. Some people have problems, gambling problems, degenerate problems. Be careful. I have that myself sometimes. So I can tend to go a little risky, but I always swing for the fences, and it's worked out for me, but it doesn't work out for everybody. So I'm always going to tell you guys what's fair and real and transparent about my opinions on stuff. So If you're brand new, probably not the best way to be thinking about a come up. If you're brand new to crypto, your best bet may be sitting money on the sidelines waiting for the bear market. Just saying. It could be. I'm saying it is. You can turn $1,000 into 6 figures if you wait to the bottom of the bear market pretty easily. So, all right, let's move on. Let's talk about Ethereum here. Ethereum has gotten crushed, but what's interesting is if you look at Bitcoin, now from the top, make it drop.
Yeah.
I can't say from the top without going into WAP. But anyways, from the top of the market at $65,000 to this dump we just had, 29.52% correction. And I would have you guys know, this is actually the largest correction during this entire bull market so far. So we'll look at the percentage on Ethereum. Somebody said, is this the mini bear market within the bull market? Guys, it certainly could be. It could be. Do I think it is? I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say. My internal bias is always to say no. But my internal bias is to be like, I want prices to go up. So I tend to always lean on like, well, something's going to happen that's going to, turn us around. And the funny thing is, we were looking at today when these Coinbase earnings get released as like the day things were supposed to pump.
Yep.
And obviously the dramatic momentum of yesterday, it does make you feel like there's a lot of manipulation, coordinated manipulation right now. Because what were you telling me, TJ, about all those random things that were yesterday that seemed like kind of out of nowhere?
Well, it was just, it was a lot of different, things that relate to crypto, geopolitical stuff. I mean, we had the pipeline yesterday or day before Monday affecting things. Then all of a sudden, which we'll get into a little bit later, all this inflation stuff. They've been avoiding talking about inflation for this whole time. They've been printing trillions and trillions of dollars. And so that happens. Then we've got Vitalik dumping all those meme coins yesterday. And, Twitter and Cryptoverse is freaking out about all that stuff. And then right about the time everybody's getting their head around that, boom, we get this tweet from Elon Musk, that just says, which was so stupid in so many ways. It was a lot of misdirection. And, he clearly says they're not going to sell their Bitcoin. They're still keeping it. They're just, it feels like a lot of energy FUD to me, just in general. And, then you got people outraged because the amount of consumption Tesla creates and the carbon footprint they have for creating all their vehicles far exceeds anything of Bitcoin. Like the whole argument, it's just so frustrating to me because we keep hearing it over and over and over, this energy consumption argument for Bitcoin. It's not new. It's been around since the beginning of time. So it's just, and actually I've been pushing that I think this was going to be the number one narrative against Bitcoin this whole cycle. That's the only thing they have to really, that's the only real attack vector they have. So I don't know. It's frustrating, but it's also strange that you see all this stuff happening at the same time. And the crazy, theory, you could say, unproven theory. They told me not to call it,
Well, let me lead into that.
Yeah.
Nick, can you come back on the screen back there though? They want to know whose torso that was.
Yeah. Another torso behind.
Yeah, they said whose torso is back there. It's Nick's. This is my new research guy.
Bend down and wave.
Say hey, Nick. 37 years old. And he doesn't look a day over 29. Yeah. I couldn't believe. I thought he was much older or much younger than that. Sorry. All these people that are near my age, they look younger than me, and it pisses me off. Frustrating. Oh, it's also I saw this comment.
What comment?
Milkshake. I think that's a Homer Simpson reference. So, guys, here's a question. I want to ask you this. Who stands to gain more than anybody else in the United States with an oil pipeline hack that leaves us all naked without gas? Who stands more? Who stands more to gain? I'm just asking the questions. I'm not telling you the answer, but what I'm telling you is who has the very most to gain? And I don't know. Who also could maybe be planning a giant Bitcoin mining facility with renewable energy somewhere?
Yeah.
Who would have the best type of expertise to do that?
Maybe an electric car company.
Maybe. I tell you, I would just say this. Look, when Tesla's buying Bitcoin, we love it. It's making the price go up. Guys, if you loved them for the pump, you shouldn't hate them for the dump. That's facts.
Welcome to crypto.
Okay? But something has never sat right with me with Tesla, ever. I've said it many times. I will never own a Tesla. Not interested in a Tesla. I like gas cars. But you know, I mean, call me a... Am I a redneck because I like gas cars now? I don't know. But the fact is something don't hit me right about the whole thing. Elon Musk, he hasn't really rubbed me the wrong way until now. But Tesla's a company. I've never really liked what they're doing. So we'll see what happens. But the point here on this, I want to show you guys this chart, is we had a 29.52% pullback. The closest to a 30% pullback we've had this entire cycle. In the last cycle, we had, I think it was 7 pullbacks of over 30%. Now, what we're seeing is we're not seeing the pumps, but we're also seeing the dumps not go down quite as far. Now, with Ethereum, I know we said we were going to talk about the Ethereum chart. We never did. What I want to show you guys, though, was from the Ethereum top to the Ethereum bottom, it was only 19.58%. So it held much better against this than Bitcoin. And, you know, that was just to the wick, to the actual close, 17.26%. And Ethereum's already back at 3,800. I mean, it's doing pretty well. Somebody said Tesla should stop accepting USD because it's backed by the military, worst carbon footprint on Earth. I mean, once again, like, look, I support the military 100%. I don't mind us having a large carbon footprint. I don't mind us crushing other nations. Sorry, I kind of like it, to be honest with you. We won both the First World Wars.
America, am I right?
America, back-to-back World War champs, okay? But this is what I will say. The fallacy in the logic behind so much of this stuff is unreal. Thank you, Miguel. Miguel says, pumps or dumps, smash the likes.
Yeah, actually, we probably have a chance to hit a record on likes today. We have 27,000 people watching today.
No way.
Which is a record.
That's a record.
Yeah. So, and we have 7,000 likes. So there's no reason we can't get over 10K today.
I love y'all. Man, y'all rock. Y'all are the best. You guys just don't know how sad it was for me when nobody watched my channel. Like, it was so sad. Like, I would just be like, I don't get it. Why does nobody, you know, like, why does nobody like me? Why does everybody treat me like my teachers in elementary school? So, guys, I want to show you this tweet, though, that I made, because it really is, like, guys, if you are for wanting to get rid of carbon footprints completely, what about this? I better not find a single one of you with lights on at your house. Go dark for the environment, or you are the reason for the end of humanity. I better not find a single phone flashlight on either you heathens that take electricity. What? If you love the environment, just turn off your lights. Live in a cave. Live in a cave. Where does it end? Like, where does it end? Like, if you think we're the virus, then, you know, that's going to kill the earth. And I don't know. Like, I don't know what gives... I don't know what gives the earth meaning besides having humans on it. Just saying, that's where all our advancement has come from, right? So what I would say is that, you know, I'm just very concerned right now, like on a large, you can go and move to the next one while I talk about this. Mm-hmm. I'm just very concerned on a large scale about the logic and the thought processes that are going on in America right now and across the world. Like, where does this end? We're having a gas shortage in Atlanta right now. And how long is it before the narrative shifts to you're a bad person if you go out and get gas for your car? Because that means that a school bus may not be able to get gas and take kids to school. You know, or so if you don't have to have a job, like if you can pay your bills for more than a week, or if you're not living paycheck to paycheck, if you get gas, you're bad because you're taking gas away from people that need to get to work, that have to work at McDonald's to get paid. Like, where does this slippery slope go? It feels like so much control. It just feels like right now we're just on test after test after test to see what we'll do. Mm-hmm. And the sheeple just keep falling for all of it. So, you know, now, does Bitcoin have a role to play in the environment? Sure. But so does this light right up here. So does this computer. So does everything you use. The overall net impact of Bitcoin is way bigger than... I think Michael Saylor said like 0.00001% of the world's electricity.
Yeah. I think it was like all the clothes dryers in the United States consume more energy than the whole Bitcoin network.
Right.
Just the United States.
Yeah.
Washing or drying machines. It's insane.
Why don't we just do rolling blackouts?
Yeah.
Why don't we do rolling blackouts across the United States where you get electricity for 6 days of the week, but the 7th day, the day of rest, don't just stay at home, take naps. You know, can't go to church because church, well, you can do candlelight services. How about that? That'll be fun. Candlelight services every week of the year. How about that? The entire Bitcoin network uses 4 times less energy than clothes dryers. Here are the numbers just for the U.S. Don't be a freaking sheep. I am so tired of this crap. 130 million U.S. households. Average household uses 12,000 kilowatts a year. Dryers are 6% of household energy use, equals 700 kilowatts an hour. 700 kilowatts an hour times 130 million equals 93.6. Let me ask you this question. Are clothes dryers an absolute necessity in the world?
No.
No, they're not.
And they're definitely not more important than the best store of value transfer that we've ever seen.
Yeah.
For the entire world, not just one country.
Imagine nobody having to drive to the bank. That would make me mad. What about powering ATMs? How much electricity do ATMs use?
A lot. How about banks as in general? We don't need to staff in, all those bank branches across the entire country. Thousands and thousands of them. We don't need them.
No, you don't. The difference between necessity and, luxury is not what we really think it is, okay? But the fact is, Bitcoin will do more to fix what's going on in the world than anything else we can do right now. It's our only chance. Bitcoin is our only chance. Bitcoin, blockchain, cryptocurrency, crypto assets, it is our only chance. How much money does it take to print cash?
How much power?
How much power? Yeah. How much energy? How much power does it take to print cash?
Tons. And transfer it and move it and burn it and maintain it. Way more than Bitcoin uses.
I hope y'all see through the smoke and mirrors. It is so incredibly dumb. Thoughts on Cartesi? I'll be giving you thoughts on Cartesi later this weekend. Love Cartesi. So that's one thing. Let's see. So this is 3 reasons why Bitcoin doesn't care about Elon Musk. Hey, did you guys like my thumbnail I made yesterday?
That was amazing.
I made that, by the way. I made those devil horns. I made that pitchfork. Okay, it's perfect. I had to. Oh, look at those guns. Golly, look at those. You can't tell that I'm wearing a tank top, but I am. That was a comment on my whiteness. If you guys didn't get that. So, anyways, guys, top 3 reasons. Proof of work doesn't care, and this here is an important article. You want to know why? This is the article that the maxis will point to. These are all the things the maxis will say. Like, they don't care about Elon Musk. They don't care about the environment. They don't care about your crying about it. Bitcoin maxis, they are a strong group. I mean, that's facts. They don't even care about logic. Proof of work doesn't care. It talks about, shows the hash rate here, how it drops. The price trends don't care overall about comments from Elon Musk. And then Bitcoin energy consumption doesn't care. You have to zoom out, okay? You have to think about where all this is going. You have to think about what this is going to look like in 10 years from now. And it is important to note, guys, Bitcoin can change to proof of stake. If this really becomes such a debate that, like, do you want to know when the Bitcoin maxis will consider changing over to proof of stake? When do you think it would be?
I don't know. I'd be interested because a lot of them are very, very fervent that proof of work is the best and will always remain. But, I mean, if they trend too low.
If Ethereum passes Bitcoin,
yeah,
you will start hearing them singing a different tune. The gains for Ethereum holders to pass Bitcoin would be insane. They would become, Ethereum holders would become basically the new Bitcoin holders. Yeah. They'll make more money off of Ethereum pumping than the Bitcoin holders have made off of Bitcoin getting that so big of a market cap. Because nobody was investing in Bitcoin in the beginning. A lot of people don't know that. Like, the original amount of Bitcoin you would get, like the price, was 4 Bitcoin for a penny. 4 Bitcoin for a penny. Wow. Okay? That's why if you look at the chart at the all-time gains for Bitcoin, it'll just show like an infinite symbol. Like, there's no way for them to really quantify the gains from the beginning. But the first Bitcoin wasn't transferred until, I'm not even sure.
Well, the first time it was
to Hal Finney.
Yeah.
And then we know the first time it was ever used to buy a product was the 10,000
Right.
Bitcoin double pizza order.
And they didn't really
Papa
even
John's.
they didn't have a value at all until that event. That was when they first put a value on it, and they were trying to come up with like, wait.
So no one was buying it in the beginning. So no one was buying it at those cheapest prices. Oh, okay, perfect. That was scary. Very scary. So Elon Musk Tesla's Solar City may enter super clean Bitcoin mining next year. So this is from Anthony Scaramucci. If you don't know him, he's basically Skybridge Capital CEO. Used to be the press secretary for a couple days. He's a loudmouth guy. He says what he thinks. I like that. I like people like that, obviously. I've learned to love myself over the years. Scaramucci has tweeted that he is willing to wager 500,000 Satoshis, a whopping $251, on Elon Musk's tweet proving to be an intention to reform the Bitcoin mining industry, pushing it to being 100% eco-friendly and renewable. Skybridge CEO believes it's a good chance that Musk's Tesla or Solar City could become a disruptor in the mining industry. He says, Elon is not a half measures guy. I predict he will become a competitor disruptor in the Bitcoin mining industry. I wager 500,000 sats that within a year, Tesla Solar City will announce its entry into super clean Bitcoin mining. Now, here's the question. If that's what happens, will Elon Musk be in trouble for this?
Good question.
Where's the line for him? Where's the line?
Well,
You know?
and I think this is what the regulators are running into with crypto in general. Like, where's the line where they can step in and take action? Because if this was a traditional market, he would most definitely be in trouble. But they don't really know how to regulate Bitcoin and Ethereum and all these other crypto assets because there's no real legal framework for it. So it's interesting territory for sure.
He says can't post this question. See above. Do you see it?
I'll look. Oh, we have 10,300 likes, by the way.
You guys are the best. I love you guys so much. Wonder how many have we ticked up 1,000 subscribers? Yep, 991. What a great thumbnail that is. I didn't make this one.
Yeah, Lorenzo did
that one. God, what a clown.
Isn't it great?
Straight from Satan to a clown. This is the story of it. Guys, here's the thing about this. I really feel like, and how many people are watching?
27.5.
27.5. I really feel like that eventually the government is going to come after Elon Musk. They're going to come after him. I don't care how powerful he is. You cannot continually make a mockery of what's going on. Someone said, I thank you, Jeff. He said Elon is secretly in bed with Jed McCaleb of Stellar. That's pretty funny. And then Scomdrome says, isn't Elon already in trouble? Well, he has been in trouble by the SEC for stuff he said about Tesla. See, this is the whole thing. He's learning ways that he can manipulate without doing anything that affects his company. That's what this is. It's a game of what can he do. That's all it is.
Yeah, where's the line?
We're but pawns on his playfield. So, speaking of pawns on the playfield, somebody that likes to play chess, MicroStrategy. Tesla's announcement that it would stop accepting Bitcoin led to a solid drop in price. Some took the opportunity to buy more. Well, in reality, I think that it sounds like to me that MicroStrategy was buying well before he said that. If their average price was 55,387 of 15 million Bitcoin, how many Bitcoin is that? How many Bitcoin? 271 Bitcoin. So it says they had MicroStrategy's purchased an additional 271 Bitcoins. This is an FU to Elon Musk right here.
100%.
Michael Saylor has got to feel, who put a Pinterest thing on here? Is this on this site? The Street? Come on, thestreet.com. Guys, Michael Saylor is the one who talked Elon Musk into getting into Bitcoin, right? Mm-hmm. Ooh, it makes you wonder, actually. No, I'm sitting there thinking about it. Michael Saylor trying to load up. But I think Michael Saylor's like me. I don't think Michael Saylor ever wants the price to go down.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. I think he looks at like, yeah, he'd accumulate, but he'd just as soon go to $1 million.
It's interesting because he's also been on the circuit for like the mainstream media circuit for the last 2 weeks, kind of dispelling all this Bitcoin energy FUD, and then here it is. It's just wild.
It is so crazy. What are we living in? It's got to. Okay, this is what I want to know. If you guys think we're living in simulation, I want you to put hashtag Matrix.
Hashtag Matrix.
If you think that we're in real life, put hashtag steak is good. Isn't that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Steak is good. That's a Matrix, another Matrix. I can't wait for the fourth Matrix. I'm so excited about that.
Yeah, I'll be interested.
I love the Matrix movies.
Great movies. Yeah. What's your favorite? Do you like them all equally, or?
So obviously, number one is the best one.
Right.
I mean, everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Second one is the best one. The third one is the third best one. However, a lot of people really believe. See, everybody thinks we're in a Matrix. I mean, guys, we're in the Matrix right now.
Yeah,
obviously.
That.
We are in the Matrix right now.
One person says steak. Couple steaks.
I've learned to play the Matrix game pretty well.
Yeah.
I'm winning the Matrix game. I want y'all to know that. Guys, I love the third Matrix. It's not as good as the first two. But I like a lot of people were upset with how it ended. I felt like it like everything led to the way it needed to go, and it went that way.
100. It had to end that way.
Had to end that way. So, yeah, it's not like great. You want, whatever to happen. You don't want Neo to die. Spoiler alert. If you didn't know Neo died, then you are not the one.
Yeah.
All right, back to this. Speaking of our Bitcoin Neo, he noted that the company now owns 91,850 Bitcoin. Now, Grayscale, to keep in perspective, owns, I think, about 300,000. The Bitcoin cost the company $2.2 billion for an average price of $24.4. The company's Bitcoin is now worth $4.6 billion. Last night, Elon Musk announced via Twitter, Tesla would no longer accept Bitcoin for its products due to the high level of energy consumption required for mining. His post included a screenshot of Tesla's specific reasoning for the move. We all know what that said. At the time of his tweet, Bitcoin was around 54 when he said it. But it then proceeded to drop as low as 46.4, 45.5 on Bybit, by the way, before returning up to 50,000. Man, if you had a buy, this is why it pays to have buys at crazy numbers. At 45,000, you would be crushing it right now. But it then proceeded to drop as low as 46,400 before returning to 50K. Michael Saylor commented on Elon's post, saying that the energy used to mine Bitcoin is for purposes of security and is an intentional feature. Today, Elon posted another tweet showing the trend of Bitcoin's energy use over the last few months, saying he thought it was insane. So this is the upper end of is 511, the estimated consumption. Like what is this crap?
It's a joke.
Like, what? Look how stupid this chart is. Like, think about this. You can't even, you want to talk about intentional manipulation and persuasion and getting the masses to just fall for stuff because a lot of people are idiots. Not the people that watch this channel. You're smart because you watch this channel, obviously. You're a visionary. You're forward thinking, okay? But look at this chart. What do you see on this chart? When you look at this chart, like, what do you see?
Estimated consumption 148.
Right. But what is the only actual dot that really you can see up here?
Right.
It's this line. These lines down here are covered by this box. All that he's looking at is this up here. That's it. This is the high end boundary, okay? This is the most it could possibly be. But look at what the actual estimated number is. Look at the lower number. We're talking about a 10x to get from here to up there. That's quite a range. A 10x. Yeah. Right? If I said, hey, that $100 you have in your pocket might be worth 100, could be worth 1,000. Sounds interesting, huh?
Yeah.
So, yeah, proof of work has obvious advantages. We do see that, Steve, that proof of work has more security in the network. That's why they like proof of work. Not quite as scalable as some other stuff, but anyways, I don't know, guys. I'm glad Michael Saylor's buying more Bitcoin. That's great. That's usually a good price point to get in at. If the average price was 55,000, you know what that also tells me? It also tells me he was not anticipating this.
Nope.
So, and then this is the actual SEC form for the buy. Data report May 13th. So when was that? Yesterday? Today the 14th?
Today's the 13th.
So they just did it today. All right, let's talk about inflation. Now, guys, this is really, if you really want to talk about the most important story of this day, like, yes, in the immediate here and now, what Elon Musk said, very important, okay? The narrative of the environment with Bitcoin, great. But this is truly the most important story. Why? Because this is the exact use case for Bitcoin, okay? Inflation is here. So what happened yesterday, the CPI, which I always forget, the Consumer Price Index.
Yep, that's right.
Consumer Price Index came back, and it was showing 4.1% or 4.2% inflation. That is extremely high. And what you guys may not realize about this is that CPI is an adjusted price that's made to be fake to show better numbers than they really are.
Yeah.
So if it's actually 4.2%, what do you think it really is closer to, TJ?
I mean, it's got to be 15, it's pushing 15, 20%. It's across different industries and stuff like that, so they blend
Lumber
it all
is
together.
7x.
What's that?
Lumber is 7x.
Yeah, that 5 to 7x is what we're hearing in a lot of different areas. And one thing that was most interesting to me about it is kind of like we were alluding to earlier. They've been in complete denial about this for the last year and a half.
Yeah.
Saying like, nope, no inflation.
No inflation. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Don't worry about the dollar index. It's bad, you know.
Exactly.
We no longer track how much money there is in the United States.
We don't need the M1 money supply anymore. All that's discontinued. Everything's fine. And then we're hearing it in all these public companies' reports. I think we covered a story that the word inflation was mentioned by 47 different public companies. So they're all gearing up for it in Q1. They're all getting ready. There's still mainstream media in complete denial, and then all of a sudden on the same day, every mainstream outlet switched, and now they're all saying, oh, inflation is here. What are we going to do now?
Yeah, it's weird. It's almost like there's somebody behind the scenes pulling the strings.
Yeah.
Weird, isn't it?
Very weird.
I'll tell you who it's not. The person in charge of the United States. He ain't pulling nothing except maybe a hip out of joint. Okay. Now the genie's out of the bottle, said Kristen Forbes, an economist at MIT and a former official at the U.S. Treasury and the Bank of England. That's an interesting background. Worked at the Bank of England. Do you think that Mr. Bean ever came in there and tried to rob it?
Maybe. You never know.
Or maybe she went to an emo Mr. Bean concert.
Who knows?
If everybody else is raising prices, it becomes a lot easier for you to do that too. No. You have to.
Exactly.
It doesn't become easier. You've got no choice but to do that. That's the way the economy works.
It's hilarious. This article is hilarious where they try to justify everything, but they never mention, oh, maybe the fact that we printed trillions of dollars has affected this a little bit.
The price of used cars and trucks rose 10% in April, according to the latest federal data. One major factor in pushing the consumer price index to its steepest year-over-year jump in 13 years, which, what's the math on that? What's the year, guys? 2008, financial crisis.
Yep.
People in the car business say that this has not one cause, but several, each with different implications for the economy and the policy. Now, one thing that I found out, because you guys know, like I ordered this Jeep Rubicon 392. It's the 8-cylinder Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. I think it's going to be here in a few weeks, actually, but I'm going to buy a TRX today. But anyways, that's a different story. Okay, I need a daily driver. I can't drive my Demon every day. But the thing about it is that what I found out is these computer chips in the cars, because I've been waiting on this thing forever, like 6 months, right? I was supposed to be here in February or January. They said that these computer chips, there's somewhere in the shipping of the computer chips for the cars that have made new cars like 10 times harder to find now. Mm-hmm. The dealerships are not getting new cars. So like there's like so many cogs in these wheels that are causing problems and backups everywhere. And so, obviously what comes along with that, price increases. Used cars rose 10%. 10%. Now, keep in mind, this is what I want you to think about, guys. 10% rise in used car prices. But the question is, how much demand is there for used cars right now?
For used cars?
How much demand is there for transportation right now compared to the demand for transportation 2 years ago?
Oh, right. Very low.
Much lower, right? Everybody work from home now. All you got to do, can't get gas. I want to stay home. Can't, I might have the sickness, I'm not coming in today. Everybody's going to do Zoom, So the point is there aren't as many people driving to work now by a long shot. Go to Atlanta traffic. Go to Atlanta traffic. It is nothing compared to what it used to be. There isn't much a government policy can do to fix those problems unless it involves a time machine. I love that.
That's the best line in the whole thing.
It is. Let's get to 17,000 likes. Eddie Parrott liked 17K. How many we got?
We got 12,300.
How many people are watching?
27,000.
Oh, so 27 is our bar here.
Our
I
new
like
number, yeah.
Guys, 17,000 would be huge. You guys are, this is freaking incredible.
BitSquad
so
for the
great
win.
right now.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Get on your CB radio. The combined $2,000 per person stimulus checks most Americans received in the early months of the year amount to a healthy down payment for many families. Generous unemployment benefits are helping contain the number of delinquent auto loans and in turn the supply of repossessed cars on the market. Low interest rate policies from the Fed have made financing cheap. This is so dumb.
It is.
But let's imagine that in response to the problem, the Fed raised the interest rate, so the Congress increased taxes to claw back stimulus payments. What? Why do we pay taxes? This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like we can just print money for anything, but then let's spend time, energy, and resources to claim back the money that we just gave you that we can just print more of tomorrow. I'm telling you, if Americans do not rise up and say this is enough, they're going to milk us for everything we're worth. And as you guys know, while I have nice nipples, I have no teats. I cannot be milked. You cannot milk me. But the government's trying their best. Okay, wait until that nipception Theta NFT drops. Actions alone wouldn't create more microchips. Here's the microchip thing that we were talking about. I found that out about the new cars. But anyways, guys, this is just so stupid. It just goes on to talk about every reason they can come up with except for what is real.
Yep.
You can't print money out of nothing. Every time in history this has been tried, it ends in the same way. It ends with out of control money supply, followed by what?
Hyperinflation.
Hyperinflation. It's coming. I mean, it's coming. We can pretend it's not coming. There is no way hyperinflation is not coming to the United States. At this rate, if something were to stop, yeah, dang right I love America. Dang right I do. That's why I got to scold my leaders. Because we don't have leaders in the United States right now. Period. We don't have any leaders in the United States. It's a shame. All right, here we go. We already talked about that. So let's move on. Inflation explosion, Facebook crypto. Facebook DM association to move from Switzerland to U.S. This is big.
There's a lot of strange timing coincidences from big influential tech companies in the United States that have close ties to the government, like Facebook and Tesla and all this. It's very strange.
This is we should make an NFT of this. Hold on, let me screenshot this.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Guys, we're going to sell this NFT for $1 million later. See, because I got a big brain myself. Okay, that looks like bubblegum.
That's an interesting image.
Yeah, it is a very, artsy, you've got the dollar back here. Is there, a hidden Illuminati message here?
Probably.
I'm supposed to be taken from this?
I'm sure there is some.
You got the brain, you got the DM logo, you got the I guess that's supposed to be electrons and neutrons there. And then you got Benjamin Franklin's eye on Zuck. And then his brain is coming out of his head. He looks like an alien. Lambo gas. Facebook stablecoin entity, the DM Association, is relocating from Switzerland to the U.S., buoyed by the evolving regulatory landscape of the country. The DM Association, the entity handling Facebook stablecoin project, has announced a partnership with its subsidiary DM Networks U.S. and Silvergate, exclusive issuer of the... No, that's not right. And Silvergate Capital Corporation. Oh, Silvergate, that's the bank, right?
Yes.
That's right. As a result of the partnership, Silvergate Bank will become the exclusive issuer of the DM USD stablecoin. This is very interesting. Mm-hmm. Also, they will move from the U.S. to Switzerland. And I can tell you this. We had a call yesterday. I'm not going to say the name of the company. We like this. It's a financial entity. We like them. We're going to be working with them probably going forward is what it looks like. It's nothing to do with crypto. They do have some crypto stuff involved. And I can tell you, people... even in the depths of the cutting edge new generation banking options, they don't understand what's happening to people's bank accounts in crypto. No. They don't know. I explained to them what happened and how I lost mine because of a Coinbase transaction. They were shocked. And then also my agent, well, you guys know my agent Heather, or all the projects know her anyways. She said she's had 5 bank accounts closed. Yeah. Just for small transactions.
Also BB&T.
Also BB&T. BB&T gets FU of the Year award. Where's my check? Somebody go get my check. Thank you, Nick. I'm going to show you all my check. It pisses me off. But anyways, so Silvergate is one of these newer ones. And I'm telling you, it's amazing. These people, they don't know what's happening to people's accounts in crypto. DM Association is building Facebook's much critiqued basket of stablecoins. It's a partnership is an important early step for the DM USD pilot program. For a long time, the DM project had gone quiet. That's right. And had people didn't know how it was developing. project received a great deal of criticism when it was first announced, and soon after received even more from government figures across the world. It is now preparing for its first pilot. So guys, you guys see this? This is a check at BB&T that I wrote myself. I wrote this check on February 28th, 2011. I was doing pretty good. I had a nice business, ticket business. I couldn't have cashed it. The most money I ever had at one time was maybe like close to six figures, but I didn't have, not at one time. And I wrote myself this $1 million check because I said, you know what, one day I'm going to be successful. I'm going to make $1 million. You guys want to know the funny thing? I could cash this check right now. I could put $1 million in my bank account 30 times over right now. Okay? But you guys know why I can't cash this check? Because I've been with BB&T for 20 years and they closed my account due to a Coinbase transaction. Be careful with your accounts in crypto. Make sure if you're using Coinbase. Now, we learned Gemini is a lot more friendly to bank wires, okay? But if you're going to send money from your account to your bank account, from Coinbase to your bank account, go through PayPal first. It'll only charge you an extra $10 per transaction. I can do $25,000 a day. A lot of people say they have a $10,000 a day limit. That's going to work for almost anyone that's watching this video. So make sure you're doing that the right way. If you send a Coinbase wire, directly from your Coinbase account to your American bank account, especially if it's BB&T or SunTrust, you will lose that account. I highly suggest that anyone who has SunTrust or BB&T, you bank somewhere else. Close your accounts before they get you, and this is why. Not only do I have this nice shiny $1 million check that would have been such a great moment to walk into the bank in cash and watch the people have to take out the money. That would have been fun. I would have really enjoyed that. Okay. Not only that, but you know what else? They put me on a fraud list. I'm on a fraud list for a Coinbase transaction. Preempt these people. And that same thing happened to Heather. Same thing. And hers was for 3 digits, not 6 digits like my transfer was. And they closed her account. Now she's on a fraud list and she's got to go to an out-of-state bank or a credit union like I have to use. Like we're criminals for using crypto. Wake up, people. Wake up to what's going on out there right now. Wake up. Don't let one of these banks close your accounts. I hear Wells Fargo is friendly. Bank of America might be friendly. But I also know, I guarantee you in this chat, there are people that are about to start typing and say, I had a Wells Fargo account and they closed it. I had a Bank of America account and they closed it. Be careful. Be careful with this stuff. One good thing to use is use an OTC desk if you're doing 6-figure transfers. You can send it out of the country and then back into your bank account. It shows up from a consultant and it's no problem. Isn't it such a shame that we have to like act like we're criminals for trying to change things?
It is
to get a better financial system.
insane.
But it makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They are all getting overthrown. So this is the NFT story, I think. Where is the Craig Wright story? Here it is. Craig Wright. Speaking of scammers, Craig Wright, who claims to be Satoshi, he claims to have created Bitcoin. We know that's not true. He launches a lawsuit against 16 Bitcoin developers to retrieve $5.75 billion worth of a Bitcoin haul. And now, this is Craig Wright. If you don't know him, he claims to be Satoshi. He's an Australian guy. Literally no one believes him. He sues a lot of people, so I am not going to get too much into saying what I think about him. But look, I think he's just a kind of a confused old guy. I don't know what's wrong with him. But in a landmark case, self-proclaimed Satoshi Nakamoto and Australian computer scientist Craig Wright have launched a lawsuit against 16 Bitcoin developers in the bid to retrieve Bitcoin worth $5.7 billion. Wright, who lives in the UK, is seeking access to about 111,000 Bitcoin from 2 addresses that he does not have private keys for.
This guy,
man. Now, the funny thing is Satoshi actually, the number they say he has is 700,000. Somewhere between 700,000 and 1.1 million Bitcoin. You'll see 1 million Bitcoin floated around, but there's a thing to do with the clusters of addresses. If you go back and you look at some of the early charting of Bitcoin addresses, and you'll see that really it's maybe closer to 600,000 to 700,000. That's what a lot of people think, but he's asking for 111,000 Bitcoin from these. He doesn't have the private keys to these wallets. That's how we know he's not Satoshi.
Right.
Right? In the latest filing before the London High Court, do they wear wigs in that court, you think? They do, right?
I don't know.
My researcher says yes. That's what we like, Nick.
There you go. So they're still doing it like the good old days.
Still doing it like the good old days. Wright claims he lost the private keys following a hacking incident of his home computer in February 2020. The incident is under investigation. I want to say more, but yeah. The case is against developers from 4 networks, including BSV. I love when they call it Bitcoin Core.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, Bitcoin Core. That's Bitcoin. That's what the Bitcoin forkers, fork them. I barely know them. Bitcoin Cash. How many times have I made that joke?
That'll never get old.
No. Unlike me. And Bitcoin Cash, ABC. I didn't even know this was a thing. What is ABC? That's the latest fork?
No, I think they both BSV and ABC, I think, launched around the same time. And they were like competing against each other, and then BSV won out.
But ABC is Bitcoin Cash. I think ABC may be the BSV split.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's a fork of BSV, I think.
I can't keep. There's so many forks. I can't even keep up with it anymore.
It's all a joke.
Yeah, it's like you open your drawer and you want that little fork, but you can just find the big ones or the mini ones or the child's one or the plastic one. You're just looking for that perfect size fork. I do that a lot with spoons.
Yeah, spoons. Yeah.
There's nothing worse than eating cereal with a gigantic spoon because it's the only one you can find. It makes you feel like such a savage. Captain Crunch.
Shoveling it in there.
That's right. Wright, whose lawsuit is through the
Seychelles. Yeah.
Seychelles-based tulip trading firm also notes there was a violation by developers on their mandate to serve in the best interest of the legit owners of Bitcoin. Our client has always maintained that he created Bitcoin. He has maintained it, that's for sure, to operate within existing laws, and that in the event of loss or theft where legitimate ownership can be proven, the developers have a duty to ensure recovery.
What? What?
Well, what?
I mean, I guess he just says whatever he wants to be reality.
Yeah, so basically what he's saying is that if you can lose your Bitcoin, it's the developer's fault.
Or it's their responsibility to restore it, which is not the way Bitcoin works at all.
The case outcome will likely be of great interest as it might set the blueprint for dealing with crypto theft.
Oh, my gosh.
This is so much. Listen, guys, if the developers can retrieve your Bitcoin, they can take your Bitcoin.
Yeah.
That means the whole network's worthless.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay, Vitalik, let's move into this. We got to wrap this thing up here soon. Vitalik Buterin has dumped his unsolicited Doge clones. Now, a lot of these Doge, a lot of these meme coins is the point. A lot of these Dogecoin competitors, if you will. Okay, what they do is that they will send money, or they will send free coins to Vitalik's wallet, because everybody knows, Vitalik's wallet. And what will happen is they will then point to that and say, "Oh, did you know Vitalik owns Shiba? Wow, he must really believe in it." And this is. I remember this narrative when it started. Let me actually do this. Let me actually show you guys when Shiba started. So let's see, Shiba crypto, and what we're going to do is we are going to do a time-sensitive search, custom time. We're going to go from 0901 20 to 11/1/20, and let's see what articles come up here. Let's see if we can get any news. Let's see. Nothing about this. When did it launch?
Maybe throw Vitalik in there.
No, I didn't want to do that. Okay, here we go. A little story of Dogecoin. No, that's not it. Anyways, I remember seeing stuff. I remember seeing articles about the Shiba when it came out, Shiba Inu. Like, I remember seeing, I can't find them right now. The pressure's on, am I right? Let me redo it. Let me put 12. Let me put 12/1. Let me just see if I can. Let me see. I'll put 12/31. Because I know I saw a bunch of articles about it. Was there any news about it? No. The story about it was, though, is that this was Dogecoin on Ethereum, and Vitalik was backing it. And they were basing all that on the fact he had all this in his wallet, which was what the original people who created the coin did. They just send him a huge chunk of it so they can point to that. It's a marketing tactic. You guys ever just had an ERC20 wallet and found a bunch of coins in there. It happens to me all the time.
Yeah.
Like, all of a sudden, these coins, they're worthless. None of them mean anything. I remember there was a platform, Kick Token, that came out and sent like 800 or 88,000 Kick tokens to everybody, and they were supposedly worth like thousands of dollars, but you couldn't sell it anywhere. So they did a whole marketing plan around that. It was a big scam. I thought it was a scam at the time. I don't know what it is now, but nobody was ever able to get money from that. So what's going on now is Vitalik has been dumping these coins. Now, why has he been dumping the coins? He's trying to clear up the Ethereum network. That's really what the truth is.
Yep.
Ethereum creator Vitalik Buterin has dumped several unsolicited Dogecoin knockoffs that recently arrived in his wallet. So far, Buterin has given away more than 50 trillion SHIB tokens and donated more than $60 million in ETH. So he gave away the money. So a lot of people are focusing on that, and that's great, but that was not really the motivation behind this. The motivation was because we just looked at a story yesterday that said that it was clogging up the entire Ethereum network. And he said, okay, you want to send me all these tokens? Sure, I'll sell them. So was that a good thing for him to do to the holders? I guess he feels like it's not his responsibility. I mean, that's like saying, what does Charles Hoskinson care about? I was about to say Ethereum Classic holders. I guess he care a lot about that one. I don't know why that one came up. Like, what does Charles Hoskinson care about VeChain holders?
Or Tron holders.
Or Tron holders, Not much, Over the past few months, a large number of meme coins that intend to copy the success of Dogecoin have emerged, none of these having the liquidity of Dogecoin, by the way. Dogelon, Akita Inu, and then Shiba Inu. What's the new one everybody's talking about? iDoge?
Yeah.
iDoge, that's the newest one. Maybe we should throw some money in it.
We're starting to see some cat ones come out now. They've moved from dogs to cats.
It's Kate Coin, right?
Yeah.
CATE that they keep shilling in there, like
Yeah.
Kate Coin, or that's the new one. Or is it Cave Coin? I don't know. Like, why did they add the E to it? Like Doge, but Kate
I guess.
doesn't have the same.
It's not the same. No.
Those projects sent a portion of their coin supply to Buterin in order to attract publicity and to raise prices by burning tokens. However, Buterin never agreed to receive funds or cooperate with the plan. He remained silent on the matter until now. He's not commented. However, his tokens have begun to move to other addresses. Larry Cermak noticed that first. These people. It appears that Buterin initially attempted to trade the tokens on decentralized exchanges such as Uniswap, but he sold that for $63 million. The liquidity ran out. So he didn't pull the liquidity. He used all the liquidity, period, to trade.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Those numbers mean that Buterin has donated most, if not all, of the profits. It remains to be seen whether each meme coin's price will fall further and whether the receiving charities and groups will have trouble cashing out their earnings due to low liquidity. Wait, so he sent the coins?
I think he sold what he could sold and sent him the ETH for it, and then whatever he couldn't sell, he just shipped off wherever.
And it also looks like that what he's hoping is, what they the speculation is, that what he is actually doing is saying, don't send me any more of these, motherchuckers.
Right.
No more Doges and Kateses.
I'm tired of being used.
Guys, I never get tired of it. Sorry. Okay, so here we go. Where is this story here? We've seen a wide variety of NFT releases this year from trading cards, which, by the way, I think we're going to be giving away NBA Top Shots on this channel.
Oh, that'd be fun.
With an NFL player, live in studio.
Nice.
Not confirmed 100% yet, but we'll be pretty soon. So we'll give you more details on that when we get it. So it'll be on a live stream on a Monday or Tuesday. We've seen a wide variety of NFT releases, from trading cards to immersive 3D graphic designs, from realistic still images to real-life engagement opportunities with star meet and greets. One thing we seemingly haven't seen yet is patents. However, noted today on Twitter by sports, entertainment, and IP lawyer Darren Heitner, is what seems to be the very first patent auctioned off as an NFT. The auction was originally listed in recent weeks by True Return Systems. The patent is centered around providing an elegant solution for maintaining blockchain's foundational benefits while expanding applications, easing combination of on-chain and off-chain data storage. Additionally, the patent cites potential application across a variety of industries, including healthcare, financial services, data sciences, and more. It's listed for $9 million.
Yeah, interesting.
Now, are they...
They're saying if you buy this NFT, you own the patent.
Like, you can make the item.
Right.
Which is interesting. Because TJ, what did we just talk about yesterday?
I can't remember what you're referring to. Referring to
what's the easiest thing in the world to do?
Oh, an idea.
Come up with an idea.
Yeah.
What's the hardest thing?
Actually turn it into reality.
If this starts becoming a thing, we're going to see people that make these patents that sell a patent for $9 million and it turns into a $1 billion company. We're also going to see people who buy these for $9 million and can't ever get the flipping thing to work.
Yep.
I can't even put together IKEA furniture without having a problem. Imagine trying to create a whole product from a patent. You guys should have all the information there. The road doesn't seem to stop there either. It was around the same time that reports were released that IBM will be working with IP specialists to present patents as NFTs as well. So this seems to be a new thing.
Yeah, it could be interesting. I mean, if you think about how they track and, the U.S. Patent Office and how dated that technology is, how hard it is to pull information and access things, like this could be, this is really far off, I think. I don't think this is going to be anything until next cycle. But in the future, this could definitely be something that is used to kind of bring the Patent Office up into the, current day or at least closer to it.
Yeah, maybe we'll see it with other government offices. I mean, we already know the post office is talking about going to blockchain.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
DMV probably soon too.
DMV. Yeah. Weren't you just there?
Yeah, I was there yesterday.
And how was that? Tell the story about the DMV team.
Well, it wasn't terrible. It was not as bad as going to a bank, but it wasn't great. I was sitting there waiting. They tell you, it shouldn't be that long of a wait. And they're running through, I think my number was B264, and they're running up through all the numbers, B250, whatever. They get to B260, 262, 263. Then all of a sudden they change to another number or letter entirely. They're doing C's and D's, and, I had to sit there for another 45 minutes while they got back to me. They
changed it entirely.
Yeah.
God, they got you.
They got me again.
Guys, the market is dumping right now as we speak, actually. Close out the show on a very negative note, which we love doing. Guys, right now the market has dropped again. Ethereum down to 37.30. Bitcoin now back below 49,000. If you come back at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today, Carl from the Moon is coming on the channel. He's going to give us 3 possible scenarios for what we're going to see from here. And 2 of them are not great. But one of them is not great for Bitcoin, but really great for altcoins. And I think what we're seeing is that Bitcoin is not holding as well as the altcoins are. The altcoins are actually holding better than Bitcoin. And that's something we haven't seen in a long time. And it makes sense, though, because who is the target in this tweet? Bitcoin. So it's one of these things where we're seeing FUD directly against Bitcoin that ultimately should be able to lift up all of the other layer 1 chains. Be very interested to see what ICP is doing. Let's see. Still at number 9. Is at 286. It's actually holding pretty good over the last couple of days because, this is another layer 1 blockchain solution. So we're looking for layer 1 blockchain solutions that don't use a lot of power, could be in demand after this tweet, but this ultimately could be a bigger play by Elon Musk. And I don't know. Did Elon Musk, did he hack the pipeline?
Who knows?
I don't know. Who knows what is going on right now? I know I don't have all the answers. But I do know that as of this moment, we are at 991,000 subscribers. We ended this, guys, today with a new record, 14,400 likes. Unbelievable. You guys are the best. Tomorrow, we're going to be giving away a Bitcoin. We're going to be giving away 5 Ethereum, 4,000 Cardano. We are super excited about this live stream tomorrow. We're going to be doing big celebration. We're going to do news at the beginning and celebration at the end. I don't know. Maybe not. It's going to be hard for me not to celebrate. I may cry. Just want y'all to know.
Aww.
I may cry tomorrow. Guys, you guys don't know what this means to me, really. So, love you guys, BitSquad. That's all I got. Be blessed. BitBoy out.